Coffee roasting is an essential part of the coffee chain. Being in the business so many years myself, I've come across many different methods and theories in roasting coffee. But Coffee Consulate, here I am today, they do it entirely differently in their roasters education. From designing the flavor profiles that you want in the cup, to finding the right ingredients in green beans in different species and varieties and different regions, in combination, they can roast in a true artisanal way whereby you can find the flavor you really love in the cup. Let's find out more. I am now at the roasting headquarters of Coffee Consulate. As you can see, there are two big roasters here, and there's a row of smaller sample roasters at the back. Also here you will find a library of different green beans of different species and origins and varieties even to make the flavors that you want in the cup. I'm here with Melvin, a very experienced coffee roaster here, and he's doing a roast right now. How's this profile coming? Really good. Yeah. So every roast profile they record, they also use it to compare and to design it to put all the ingredients that they choose and to see whether the flavor that they wanted actually reflects in the cup. And we will find out in the cupping session later. I'm now with the founder of Coffee Consulate, Dr. Stefan Schwartz. He's also the creator for the Roasters Education program and this very unique approach to roasting coffee whereby you can get the flavors you want beforehand, before you roast.
Basically, the entire Roasters Education that we created was turning the question around. So not just taking a coffee, roasting it, and in the end deciding yourself that you like what you did, but to first have an idea really what you want to do. So to define the aromas, to define the flavor characteristics you want to go for, like how much acidity, how much sweetness, how much from the haptics, how much body you want to have in the coffee, and take it backward from there into your decision of the roast, of the profile, into the green coffee, and go this way. Basically, good is always a question that is bound to your culture, so to your local area and a taste preference. Like what would be good in Scandinavia might not be good in a very warm country close to the equatorial line. The same is, of course, preferences in general flavor. And basically, roasting is technique and art, both at the same time. And in both things, whether you're an engineer or whether you're an artist, you have to know what you want to achieve. If you have no goal, you cannot reach it unless accidentally, and roasting as a result shouldn't just happen to you as a positive accident.
I see. So this education program is designed to help you find what is good for you.
It's all to decide upon the green bean you want to choose, if you want a single green bean, if you want to make a blend. And then of course you have to define what is actually the flavor profile you want to go for, that you have to definitely design by your roast profile, that you're applying upon your green bean choice.
Right. So you mentioned roasting a single origin coffee and a blend. So in the course, I believe we would also learn how to blend the coffees to get the flavors that we want.
You can compare creating a flavor in coffee with music. If you play with only one instrument, it will never have this complete and complex sound of a whole orchestra. And that's the same thing. We have to choose. Do you want your coffee to be more floral? Is it supposed to be more fruity? Are you looking for more roast aromas like also nuts, caramel? What is it really that you want to do, just the same as a chef? A chef won't just do something and then later decide that it was nice what happened, but he will first have an idea, is it a starter, is it a main course, or is it a dessert? And the same question I think we really have to ask, and that is why we created this program. What is interesting is that we have different species of coffee that we can also combine. And given the fact that usually everyone is focusing just on Arabica coffees, there's also Canephorus, often wrongly referred to as Robusta, which is a wrong term, as we know. And also within the Canephorus, there's a lot of different varieties, same as in Arabica. And we can also have another species that's even more rare, which is Liberica. And working, for instance, out of these three, or two of them, will give you a complete other option to really create completely enhanced flavors, which is incredible at the end of the day. And Liberica, for instance, with its natural, unique sweetness that's inside the coffee, can really accelerate and so strongly pronounce the fruit aromas and the sweet aromas, also in the same time massively increasing body, that you can create a complete other dimension of flavors if you have those coffees available, and of course in a good quality, because that is what matters. Right. It's not just having a very rare species or a very rare variety. It is also there the knowledge of how to do, and that's maybe also talking about Canephora again, the same problem, that people do not know how to really treat a Canephora, and they don't give the same attention as for Arabica, and this is where all the disaster starts.
Right. So coffee isn't just coffee then. Basically different species is like apple and oranges, but we never really got to know that because we haven't actually tasted what real apple should taste like the Canephoras. These Canephoras I've tasted from India, they were amazing, and nothing like the Robusta that we get, the commercial roast Robusta we get in the market, and you also can learn how to roast them properly in this program to really discover a whole new spectrum of flavors that you don't find in Arabicas. And for me, I think this is very interesting.